Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I have some interesting news. This article is from Bloody Disgusting. John Squares actually posted this. Shout out to you, John Squares. Probably butchering your name, ain't I? Your last name. The Jason Lives writer slash director, Tom McLaughlin. I know, I just love butchering last names, don't I? He wrote a new Friday the 13th script that he helps to pitch. Interesting. Read the article. Um, as every other franchise is currently dead because of a stupid lawsuit in the water with the legal issues, being sorted out, and it could be several more years before we see Jason back on the big screen. I think we get to see Jason probably 2025 or 2040. Like, I actually mean that long. But while we wait, we can at least talk about potential futures of the franchise, speak on which Jason Lives right at them. Has written a brand new Friday the 13th script. So I think that's pretty interesting. The Jason Lives writer and director wants to return. So let me see what he said. He says, I finally came out with the formula for what I wanted to do. Things about 6 months ago, and wrote the screenplay told the podcast host. You can see now I'm stopped dead in my tracks with the lawsuit this Sean Cunningham and Victor Miller have to do. Also noted that the script stays true to the stature of the Friday the 13th franchise by infusing it with freshness, sort of like Jason Lives back in 1986, really. Also, can be done with franchise at this time. So the Jason Lives writer and director, Tom McLaughlin, wrote a new Friday the 13th script, and that's what he said, basically. I came up with the formula for what I wanted to do about 6 months ago, and I wrote the screenplay, told the podcast host, and he wants to pitch it, but he can't. Jason Lives is one of the best Friday the 13th films, best soundtrack, best everything. Jason Lives reinvented the Friday the 13th franchise. It kept it scary, but it had fun with it. It knew it was time to stop taking his franchise seriously. And he just, that's amazing that Tom wrote a new Friday the 13th script and he can't. I wish Tom could pitch it. This gets me excited because, like, it's such a great time to be a horror fan, and to me, Tom coming back to the Friday the 13th franchise, yes, please, because he reinvented the Friday the 13th franchise. I think he reinvented it. And I think he can reinvent it again, especially if he took 6 months to write it. He took his time with it. He studied all the films. He knows how to reinvent Friday the 13th. Look at Jason Lives. Jason Lives was really good. Some people don't like it, but it's really good. Like, I really love Friday the 13th. Jason Lives, right? Yeah, Jason Lives. I really do love Jason Lives. I really love that film. And for Tom to return, give it to me, please. I want that film. I know Tom's not watching this, but do you think you can email me the script? Because for real, like, Tom, I would love for him to come back as a writer and director. Why not even give him, why not even let him produce the project and let him pick whoever he wants to executive produce and do the music? Because I'm telling you, Tom needs to write and direct Friday the 13th film. And I hope when we get a Friday the 13th film, the studio's not running around. And I hope I can't talk there. I'm just so excited. But I hope when it comes time for a new Friday the 13th film, the studio, whoever owns the rights, will not run around their head cut off like a chicken, because there's unlimited Friday the 13th scripts. They're already written. There's a Friday the 13th 2009 script. There's a Friday the 13th 2009 sequel script that's written. There's multiple Friday the 13th scripts written. There's that one that got canceled. That script's online. There's this one that I really want to see, that I just read, that Tom McLaughlin wrote a new Friday the 13th script. I really want to see that film. And he helps to pitch it. Like, to me, that's amazing, So let me know in the comments below. Number one, are you a fan of Tom McLaughlin's Jason Lives? I love Jason Lives. And also let me know in the comments below, do you want him to return to the franchise? I say yes, because if he has a script written, that means he could direct it. Just think if we got it. Just think For real, like, if it wasn't for this lawsuit, we would have a Jason this year. Just think about that. If this lawsuit wasn't happening, we would have a Friday the 13th film this year. Or early next year. Think about that, guys. Really do think about that. If it wasn't for the lawsuit. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Jason Lives? What do you think of Todd McLaughlin's direction? And do you think he can reinvent the franchise again? I really do think he can reinvent the franchise again. I want to see Tom return to the franchise. But as I said, make sure you check out this article. It is on Bloody Disgusting. Jason Lives writer/director Todd McLaughlin wrote a new Friday the 13th script and hopes to pitch it. I hope he can too. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and please subscribe if you already do. I hope we get a Friday the 13th film in the next year. So I really do, man. Jason needs to come back. So, catch everyone in the next video. I'm out.